Decided to do a video on something I found to be really interesting. This is the new oreck pod, and I'm gonna just play the video once I get down to it. But it's pretty much a Dyson competitor, and it's their answer to the cordless market. The power nozzle looks pretty effective. Let me sit up because I'm like laying down. It looks pretty effective, and it almost looks like a shark, but then from the side it's got these two like bellow looking things, and it just looks really neat. But it uses these pods, and I'll show you the video if I can. I guess I just have to click on this. And there's no YouTube videos on this except for the two that Oreck posted a couple days ago, but apparently this has been available since January. And it uses these pods that actually like come down and continue to fill as you use it. But here's the video. I hope it just fills the screen and doesn't. Okay, here we go. Yay! It's hard to figure out where to press when I'm looking through the camera. Now that's like a cheapy, I forget what they call those. Those are like $100. I wonder how effective this thing is. So it's pretty much a bag cartridge, cordless, and it looks like it has a small motor on it though, but it's very large and bulky looking, which probably isn't even a bad thing. And what actually brought me to the Oreck website is because I've looked on Oreck's website several times for, what do you want to call it? I forget. I've looked on their website several times for reconditioned machines. There we go. Because they do an excellent job reconditioning vacuums. They really do. They bring them back to the point that you can't even tell that they're not new. And I've owned 3 Oreck reconditioned machines. The XL21 is reconditioned, even though it doesn't have a reconditioned stamp on the back of it or anywhere. I assume it's reconditioned, even though it was sold and listed as being new. But it was like strangely described. And there's also my Oreck Edge was reconditioned, and my Oreck Pro Plus that I had years ago before I even had YouTube, and it was gone well before I had a YouTube. That was also reconditioned, but I actually bought that at an Oreck store. But they're very good at reconditioning machines, and I wonder how they even get their money out of it. They must really hike up the price compared to what they put into them, because it looks like it gets all new parts. There's no scratches, scuffs, nothing on it anywhere. But this is neat, but I'm sure that they weren't able to do this alone. They probably had like the assistance of what is that company called? TTI. But it had said on here that it was limited release, so that's kind of a deterrent. Plus the price of this thing is $600, I'm pretty sure. How do I close out of this freaking thing? Here we go. And it's pretty expensive. It's like $5.99 or $6.99, something like that. And I thought that was kind of expensive. And then they also, no, Come on. I'm not tapping it correctly, am I? There. And even their uprights, like the cordless. Let's just check out how much these are. They do it in white and black, the pod thingies. I already watched the video. So it expands 3 times more dirt than leading cordless, which it will probably hold quite a bit because it'll just continue to collapse and like push it down. It says air power floor nozzle, but when I read that, I think to myself, that can't be air powered. It's motorized. It's got to be. And then so is this tool. That's also motorized. You can just tell that one side, that hump is a motor. Wall mount, tool rack, 5 pod refills it comes with. 2.5 hour charge time, which is less than a lot of other machines. Over 35-minute run time. 5.6 pounds, 9-inch cleaning path, 3-year white glove warranty, which I'm sure that means that they're probably also going to, and it's $15 for a pack of 5 pods. So they're $3 a piece. That's not too bad. I mean, yeah, you can buy bags cheaper, but this is a little more intricate than a bag. It has plastic and things like that in it. Plus, you aren't going to be using this thing for like regular cleaning. It's just those in-between sorts of jobs. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so what if you don't go through 5 of them in a year or two, and then they end up kicking this idea to the curb and it ends up being unsuccessful? I really don't see this being successful, but it's a nice attempt. It's not that I just don't feel like a lot of oreck anything is successful. They don't succeed well with a lot of their vacuums. It's almost like a thing of the past. They really need to, I think, start looking into clean air machines, even though they're so well known for their direct air, or some people may not realize that. I think that they really need to not rebadge Hoovers and put their name on it like they have been, but actually start making some clean air bagged uprights that are like their own design. Especially if they're going to stray this far away from what they typically do. This isn't their first wacky vacuum cleaner that they've done, but at the same time, it's kind of neat looking. And I think that the power nozzle looks really cool on it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry if you were hoping that I had like a demo of this. I'm going to try and like word the title so people don't think that I'm like demonstrating this thing because I own it or something like that. But if you have any questions, and I'd like to hear what you guys think about this thing, I highly doubt that I would buy it, by the way, because it's so expensive. I think I'd spend it on something else. But thanks again, and stay tuned for more.